What's going on today, YouTube? Welcome back to Fan Pals Feedback. My name is Alex, and today we're going to be looking at a new 60% keyboard that I just picked up. It is the An Pro 2, and now this keyboard, I got it. I had the Ducky before, another 60%, and I didn't know what I was going to think. But this keyboard has a couple key features that kind of swayed me to grab it. Just because of its built-in macros and things like that. Now, before we get into too much about the keyboard, please make sure to like, subscribe, and comment on the video. If you guys have more videos you guys want me to make sure you leave a comment. Also, if you guys just want to talk streaming stuff, if you guys have questions, if you guys want to just talk gear, whatever, hop into my stream. I stream every day around 3 p.m. on Twitch, and I hope to see you guys there. Alright, now for more about this keyboard, we'll get right into it. Alright, so the An Pro 2 that I picked up has the Gatoron brown switches in it. We'll be doing a sound test in just a bit against the Durgod K320 silent cherry switches, and you'll see the difference, but I really like the sound. The sound is pretty quiet. There's nothing crazy about it. There's not going to be, if somebody is in the same room with you, they're not going to be complaining. It's not like the blue switches, the super loud clicky switches. It's a lot more quiet, but I really like the feel of them. Also, the feel of this keyboard's super nice. It's a very solid build. One complaint I do have, though, is it has no feet. So it's going to stay at one angle the whole time. It's a pretty neutral angle, and I don't think that anyone's going to really have too many complaints about it, but it is something to be aware of when you are getting this keyboard. Also, this keyboard comes with some Bluetooth functionality, but the Bluetooth functionality is questionable to say the least. When I'm using the keyboard, when it's plugged in, I don't have any issues, but sometimes I find when I have it with the Bluetooth going to my MacBook or something like that, that the keyboard will start cutting out on me and whatnot, and sometimes it'll even just stop working entirely and I'll have to turn it off and turn it back on. And this doesn't happen when it's a low battery or anything like that. This will happen right off charge, an hour into use and things like that. And I can't really understand why. It's supposed to have good Bluetooth technology to be able to connect stuff like that. Maybe if I had a dongle for it, it would work better. But I don't know. I feel like if they want you to use a dongle, they should provide one. But, well, that's just my opinion. Also, with the An Pro 2, it comes with a couple customizable keycaps. I didn't put them on. I don't really like the colors of them. But it comes with, I don't know, 6 or 7 of them. And they're pretty nice. Also, one of my favorite things about this keyboard is in the corner here. These bottom 4 keys. The 2 function keys, the control key, and shift all work as arrow keys. So if you tap them, you can use them like arrow keys. I'll show you when we do the typing test, but I thought that was a super cool feature about it. And when I was using the Ducky and stuff like that, I found it was annoying to always have to press function WASD if I wanted to move around when I was typing a document or something like that. So having those is a super cool feature about it. So also, for people who don't know what I mean by the second function key, is that this keyboard actually has 2 function keys on it. So one to give you whatever your F1 to F10, and up at the top here, right? But if you press function 2, which is right beside it, you can also press the top buttons, and it'll help you, or won't help you, but it will allow you to change the colors and stuff like that. And we can do things like that. So if I press it and I press this, I can change the color. So now every time just keep tapping it, I can even change this. Right. So now if whatever key I tap, each key will light up. So it's pretty cool. Okay, so now for my overall review of it. Should you buy it? Should you not buy it? If you guys are buying it to be a wireless keyboard, I would not recommend it. Alright? I just think that the wireless capabilities of this keyboard are too unstable and too unpredictable to be a viable, good gaming keyboard, or even just a work keyboard when you're using it wirelessly. It just cuts out and is too fritzy sometimes, or too glitchy, whatever you want to use, whatever word you want to use sometimes, to make it a viable option to be an everyday keyboard. If you guys are plugging it in though, and you guys want to use it that way, I would definitely recommend it. All right, this is a solid keyboard all around. There is no real flaws that I see in it. I do think that the brightness could go a little bit brighter. This is max brightness here that you guys are seeing. I don't think it's quite bright enough for what's compared out there with some other keyboards. Other than that, though, I think this is a very solid keyboard. If I was going to give it a rating, I would probably give it like an 8.5. One, because it doesn't have feet, so it's not height adjustable. I think that's annoying. Two, the Bluetooth sucks. I give it a pretty good rating aside from the Bluetooth sucking, because I don't use the Bluetooth all that much. I use it with my MacBook, but I don't use it like for hours on end. So I don't think that it's really that big of a deal to me. I like plugging it in and using it for gaming and stuff like that. So in that sense, I think it's great. I also really dig the RGB customability, which gives it some plus points, as well as all the other software. As well as I also like the sounds of the switches and whatnot. But the keyboard does kind of rattle, or sorry, the spacebar key does kind of rattle. I'll show you guys what I mean. So when you hit it, right? Yeah, you can kind of hear the wire rattling, and then also if I hit that kind of hard, you can kind of hear kind of just a clang sound, kind of like a metal pinging sound, kind of resonates in it. So in that sense, kind of annoys me a little bit if I ever dink on a key or something like that, but that's just me being picky, guys. You know, one day I'll show you a 10 out of 10 keyboard. We'll get one custom built, and I'll show you what I think is a 10 out of 10 keyboard. But until that day, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you know when that video comes. Alright? Appreciate everybody. Lots of peace and love. And I will see you guys next week, for another video of Fan Pals feedback.